Have you ever been swayed by someone's confident presence, powerful body language, or even their silence? That's the power of unspoken persuasion in action. Hear the words of Joe Navarro: "The primary way we influence each other is through nonverbals. It's that nice handshake, it's a pat on shoulders, it's that touch of hand that communicates love in a way that words simply cannot do it." Did you know that over 90% of our communication is nonverbal? That means our body language, facial expressions, tone of voice, and even silence speak volumes and have a powerful impact on those around us. So, how can we harness the silent superpower? When it comes to influencing others without speaking, our eyes, often dubbed windows to the soul, play a powerful role. Their subtle movements, expressions, and even pupil size can convey volumes. Aim for sustained eye contact that shows attentiveness and respect. However, avoid intense staring, which can make others uncomfortable or even intimidated. According to research, maintaining eye contact for 7 seconds can convey warmth, 38 seconds can signal romantic interest, and 55 seconds can be perceived as aggressive. Use this as a guide, adjusting based on context and cultural norms. Blinking together subconsciously builds rapport and creates a sense of connection. Try mirroring the other person's blinking patterns subtly. When genuinely interested or attracted to someone, our pupils naturally dilate. This subconsciously conveys engagement and intrigue. Fleeting facial expressions lasting milliseconds can reveal hidden emotions. Notice raised eyebrows for surprise, furrowed brows for concern, or a slight head tilt for curiosity. Raised eyebrows can convey inquisitiveness, skepticism, or even amusement. Use them strategically to express your emotions and engage your audience. During a presentation, maintaining steady eye contact with different audience members projects confidence and trustworthiness. A well-timed raised eyebrow after a key point can add emphasis and intrigue. In a conversation, leaning in slightly with gentle, focused eye contact shows genuine interest and encourages the other person to open up. During negotiations, holding steady eye contact conveys conviction and strength. However, softening your gaze briefly can signal openness to compromise. Don't force expressions that feel unnatural. Genuine emotions shine through your eyes and are far more impactful. The more you consciously use your eyes for communication, the more natural and effective it will become. While words hold weight, your clothes can speak volumes too. When it comes to influencing others silently, dressing strategically can create a lasting impression and subtly sway perception. Being well-dressed hasn't much to do with having good clothes. It's a question of good balance and good common sense. According to Coco Chanel, dress shabbily and they remember the dress, dress impeccably and they notice the woman. So make sure your attire aligns with the message you want to convey, whether it's professionalism, creativity, or approachability. First impressions matter. As a matter of fact, the initial 30 seconds shape how others perceive you, so choose clothes that flatter your body type and personal style, exuding confidence and authenticity. Color psychology is real. Colors evoke different emotions. Use them strategically: blue for trust, red for power, green for approachability, etc. Polished accessories, well-ironed clothes, and neat shoes show attention to detail and professionalism. Opt for classic silhouettes, muted colors, and minimal accessories. Aim for a polished and put-together look. Express your individuality with bolder colors, patterns, or unique accessories while maintaining professionalism. Dress comfortably but still keep your outfit intentional. Avoid overly revealing or sloppy clothing. Feeling uncomfortable in your clothes will show and undermine your message. Respect the setting and maintain cultural sensitivity. Choose pieces that complement your outfit and personality without being overwhelming. For a job interview, a tailored suit, crisp shirt, and polished shoes communicate competence and seriousness. A pop of color in your tie or scarf can showcase personality. For an important presentation, a well-fitting dress or pantsuit in a confident color like navy or deep red projects authority and inspires trust. Then for a first date, choose an outfit that reflects your personality while remaining respectful. Confidence and authenticity shine through more than anything. In a world filled with constant chatter and noise, silence can feel like an empty space. But when used strategically, it can become a powerful tool for influencing others without uttering a word. Silence can exude self-assuredness and control. Avoid rushing to fill every gap, especially in negotiations. A well-placed pause after a key point can draw attention and emphasize its significance. Let your words resonate before moving on. Brief pauses during your presentation or conversation encourage others to contribute and share their thoughts. Pay attention to facial expressions, body language, and subtle shifts in energy to understand what's not being said. Don't feel pressure to break the silence immediately. Let the other person feel heard and understood before responding. Encourage deeper conversation and draw out more information by asking questions that invite elaboration. Sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Opting out of gossipy conversations or unproductive arguments demonstrates your values and boundaries. In heated situations, a calm silence can cool tempers and allow everyone to regain composure before resuming the conversation constructively. In storytelling or presentations, silence can create anticipation and intrigue, keeping your audience engaged and eager for what comes next. Nevertheless, not every situation calls for silence. Use it strategically and be mindful of cultural norms. Don't use silence to manipulate or appear mysterious. Let it stem from genuine intent and confidence. The more comfortable you become with silence, the more effectively you can leverage its power. While eye contact, dress code, and even silence can be powerful tools, they all pale in comparison to the cornerstone of truly influencing others without speaking: authenticity. Brené Brown quipped, "Authenticity is the daily practice of letting go of who we think we're supposed to be and embracing who we are." Be yourself, not your idea of what you think somebody else's idea of yourself should be. Why is authenticity so crucial? In a world filled with facades and filters, those who are true to themselves stand out. Authenticity builds trust, fosters rapport, and allows for deeper communication even without words. Trying to be someone you're not creates dissonance and ultimately undermines your attempts to influence others. When you're comfortable in your own skin, your actions and message have greater impact. When you genuinely believe in what you're doing or communicating, your enthusiasm shines through. This naturally draws people in and inspires them to share your perspective. To cultivate authenticity, don't try to be perfect. People connect with imperfections and vulnerability, not a curated persona. Don't compromise your beliefs to please others. Actions aligned with your values resonate deeply and inspire trust. Authenticity isn't just about words, it's about genuine expression. Acknowledge your emotions and communicate them in a healthy way. Showing genuine interest in others and incorporating their perspectives demonstrates humility and authenticity. Being authentic doesn't mean being rude or insensitive. Respect others while staying true to yourself. Your authenticity is your unique superpower. Embrace it and watch your influence grow even without saying a word. Using body language to influence others without speaking can be a powerful tool. You can communicate engagement and interest by orienting your body towards the person, leaning forward, nodding to show active listening, and using expansive gestures and open postures. Additionally, nonverbal mimicry, where you imitate the nonverbal behaviors of the other person, can be strategically used to strengthen social bonds and foster harmonious relationships. It's also important to use gestures that show openness, confidence, and enthusiasm, such as using your hands to emphasize key points and show honesty. Nonetheless, it's essential to be mindful of the responsibility that comes with greater knowledge and awareness of body language, using it in positive and appropriate ways. Also, interpreting body language in others can be a valuable skill in understanding their emotions and moods. Nonverbal cues such as facial expressions, body movement and posture, gestures, and tone of voice can communicate more than words. To interpret body language, it's important to observe the person's body orientation, facial expressions, and gestures, as well as their posture and tone of voice. For example, if a person is crossing their arms, avoiding eye contact, or tapping their feet, they may be signaling discomfort or disinterest. It's also important to be aware of your own body language and how it may affect others. Using body language to influence others can be done deliberately or unconsciously. Tone of voice is the way you express your emotions, attitude, and intentions through your speech. It includes aspects such as volume, pitch, speed, intonation, and pauses. Set the tone. Have you ever wondered how many conflicts between people and maybe even nations are caused not by ideas, but rather by the tone of voice with which a particular message is conveyed? In verbal communication, the tone of the voice is very important. It affects how people respond to us and how we instinctively react to them. The tone of voice and how you use it are very important. Little wonder Edwin Gross said, "The human mind is significantly affected by trivial differences in speech." To use your tone of voice to persuade others effectively and respectfully, begin by understanding the context and the emotions surrounding the message you want to convey. Modulate your voice to evoke sincerity and authenticity, establishing trust with your audience. Ensure clarity in your articulation, as a well-modulated and controlled tone enhances the impact of your message. Similarly, a calm and composed tone can diffuse tense situations, making your persuasive efforts more effective. Additionally, adjust your tone according to the medium and mode of communication. Experiment and test different tones to see how they influence your communication and persuasion. Learn from successes and failures, refining your tone accordingly. Silence can be a powerful tool for influencing others, but it can also be misused. One example of this is the silent treatment, which is a form of social ostracization and a common tool used during conflict within many relationship types. The silent treatment can be perceived by the recipient as a form of rejection and ostracization, leading to broken trust, resentment, manipulation of emotions, and a threat to self-esteem. Another example of misusing silence is stonewalling, which is an avoidant behavior pattern by which a person withdraws and shuts down when faced with a conflict discussion. Stonewalling can lead to a cascade of relationship problems, as conflict cannot be resolved when communication is blocked. It can also be manipulative and abusive, leading to feelings of dismissal, rejection, and confusion in the recipient. It's imperative to use silence in positive and appropriate ways, such as in counseling, to encourage the client to explore themselves and reinforce the basic principles of the person-centered approach. If you found this video helpful, check out this other inspiring video. Subscribe to our channel and remember, you can influence people without speaking.